Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. Now he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Looking left side and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Now, this defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's Hurts to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Packers pick it up, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, and that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got Rome. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, baby.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And some room to work. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. So the completion good for 6 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
17, Patriots 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line ready to go as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Packers 24, Patriots 3. Sterling Hoff-Richter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action with Hurts. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young.
I like watching a wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
working with a 2nd and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris. And some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the out. Watch the out. Go, Reed. Go. He's checking. He's checking.
He finds his man, complete. It's Young. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, got 4 down. Watch out.
They'll go again to Jones. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Great job.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Patriots 3. Sterling Hoff-Richter is set to kick.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. But first down, Hurts. And this one's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Too little, cut.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. 54 Mike.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Check. Fresno. Panther Street. Joker.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throw left side complete. That's Young. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Young. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Right here. Check 13. Check 19. Tiger. 19. Tiger.
Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And right side, Henry's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check. Watch 54. I'm not ready. Sponge. No.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. And the Packers pick it up. Does the big boy have the juice? And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Here's Jones again on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Green Bay, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.